Hello, welcome to another thrilling episode of Prog Review, though I don't know. Is this Prog? I don't know. Probably not. Something a bit different. Oberon, Midsummer's Night Dream, currently reissued on Grapefruit, which is an offshoot of Cherry Red Records. This is an odd one. It's a cult, one of those cult bands, you see. A cult band, originally recorded way back in 1971. They only pressed 99 copies to avoid various tax rules. Yeah, and so it fell into mystique, and it's been reissued a couple of times. But this is the first time that Cherry Red Grapefruit have done it. Originally formed out of Radley College in Abingdon. I don't know, I guess you'd call it an amateur band, Amateur band. And it's, was it folk, psych folk, acid folk? I don't know. I put it more near the weird folk kind of, over that way slightly, in my opinion. I bought it because I was intrigued, not because I've not heard of it, not only because I've not heard of it, but because I was curious that it was self-produced, self-financed, and I wanted to hear how they did in 1971. Because when you haven't got access to like full wonderful Abbey Road studios and things like that, you'd wonder, how is it going to sound? So that's why I came here. Thought it'd be interesting. We'll cover something a bit different, and we'll see if it is as amazing as everyone said it is. There's also a second CD of live material, which was recorded in the 3 months previous to the record, to the album. The album's recorded at the beginning of the summer holidays before they all disbanded. And so I guess it must be, for the actual band members, it must really be nice to have something as a memory of a time. But like I said, 1971, I was just a mere babe back then. And I don't look it now, but that's how far this goes back. Opens with a song called Nottingham Town, which again, it's an old song, but probably many may know Fairport Convention's version of it from what we did on our holidays. Is it a traditional? So I'm just looking it up on the Wikipedia. Oh, it's an American folk song, actually. That's funny. Goes back to 1917. But there you go. Other titles as Nottingham Fair and Fair Nottingham Town. So yeah, and they reckon it could be an English song of medieval origin. There you go, brought to North America. But yeah, covered by Fairport and this band. And yeah, instantly, these aren't the. They say it's a traditional song. They aren't the greatest players. There's something homespun, very warm about the record, but it sounds fantastic. It sounds really well. It's really well recorded and produced. And then they work through various material that they've written. There's a cover of Summertime, the Gershwin track, and kind of ends with their, I guess it's their epic, Minas Tirith. Yes, not only do we have Shakespeare referenced, we also have Tolkien as well. So there you go. We have Gandalf fighting the goblins or whatever it is. So yeah, it was. Again, I wouldn't say it's an essential listen, but if you're interested in, what people could do back in the day with virtually, no budget whatsoever, a truly DIY record, it's a fascinating listen. It really is, and they did a really, really good job of it. I thought it impressed me. And again, it's the producer's ears. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to see. Okay, let's see what it was like, and I was very, very impressed with them. Granted, like I say, their playing isn't as tight as it could be, but that's probably due to the fact that they didn't have a lot of time to do this, and again, they were on the clock. So I'm gonna, I think you should, But again, you've got to be in line for. You've got to really like that kind of folky, dreamy, folky type of thing. Yeah, if you want capes and mellotrons, you're not going to get any of that here, but that's a good thing, isn't it? We don't need any more capes and mellotrons. The live stuff is, again, it's 1971 live material, and you know what that sounds like. It's not going to be great, but you hear them running through traditional stuff again, like Scarborough Fair, Nottingham Town, and again their own stuff from the album Peggy, Epitaph, The Hunt, Minister Earth, and there's a nice flute sonata that it's a nice little flute improv, which it elicits very, very much the work of certain bands. You think, oh, that sounds like that band or another band. So it's kind of, you can hear where their influences are, where their influences come from. So yeah, it's, again, if you're a fan of this band, or maybe you do, it's it's only about $11.99. It represents good value. If you're looking for something, a little bit new, and you get a little booklet as well. There's a little booklet, and it's full of the story of the band and everything, which is great. Oh, nothing yet. See, bit of a typeface is very small though. I had to get my magnifying glass out. And there's even some words, so you can all sing along. Don't we love to sing along? But yeah, it must be a big thrill for the band. The surviving members. I think one of them sadly passed away a while back. But it must be so cool to have this be brought out and you be remembered for it. That's the cool thing. It's funny now, that these. Why is it the police always go by when I'm doing a video? The rest of the time, no police. There you go. There they are. So yeah, it's a curious one, and again, it's good for people like me who like an adventure. If you want to have an audio adventure, go and check out Oberon, Midsummer's Night's Dream. I don't know if it's available on Streamers, but Cherry Red are running it. I'll put a link here in the description so you can use my Amazon affiliate link, and I'll get a shiny micro penny for every purchase. So there you go. That's it. Not bad. I had an enjoyable morning listening to this. It was very, very pleasant. Very pleasant. And as a rating, I'm going to give it 3 syrinxes out of 5. That's 3 syrinxes out of 5. It's all right. It's pleasant enough. Didn't offend me. Good package. Again, if you're a fan, you're going to love it. Yeah, and it's a real curiosity, and you don't get many of those these days. It's and a remarkable job of recording and production. I thought it was really cool. And like I said, they only pressed 99 copies of it back in the day, which made it an instant cult classic. So there you go. Showed you something a bit different today. Hope you enjoyed it. This has been Oberon, Midsummer's Night's Dream. My name's been Darren Locke. By now you should know what the routine is. The routine is like this. There's only one thing left to say, and that is prog on.